Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another installment of me reliving my Disney College Program memories and you all getting to see random old pieces of footage from 2022. I can't believe you all voted yes for this. You have no idea what you're in for. You have no idea what you just signed up for. I have a barrage of footage from my old DCP back in August of 2022. I completed my program in August of 2023, so I was there for a full year. So we have a lot of catching up to do. Today, I want to show you all the footage of me moving to Florida. And I know that when I was filming back in 2022, I really did not film a lot of talking content. I mostly did like B-roll footage because I was a person who had never filmed like anything at all. It was like my first crack at being like a Disney content creator, and then I just saved the footage and I never posted it because I was way too scared and I was too nervous. And being scared and nervous goes hand in hand with the fact that I never really did any footage of me talking to the camera. Like, I was so scared. And especially I was not going to be talking to the camera in public. And I do that like a little tiny bit, but like definitely not as much as you would need to make like a full like YouTube video. Like, these clips of footage would make absolutely no sense if you didn't have me, your guidepost, walking you through the footage and talking to you in between each one to explain like what was happening. So let's roll the first clip. I don't even know what it is. I have my laptop here with me, so we're gonna watch it together. Oh, okay. This This picture is so funny. I wanted to include this picture because my family, like when I was moving down to Florida, they all like were so supportive, and they like the day that I went downstairs on like move out day, I was like sleeping upstairs in my parents' house. And my family had written me like a bunch of really sweet notes, like good luck and like have fun in Florida, like you're gonna do great, blah blah blah. And then my dad, God bless him, drew this terrifying Mickey face. Like, it looks so scary. Look at that face. That's not normal. I think it's the eyes. It's the eyes that are really throwing, and the nose. But like, he tried, and I treasured that. Like, I still have that piece of paper somewhere, and I just thought it was so sweet that they all wrote me these little notes. So yeah, that was my Instagram story that morning, and I'm eating, it looks like delicious watermelon. Yum. And then literally, yeah, we moved to Florida. This next like footage is like me in the car with my girlfriend at the time. We're married now, but we were literally driving down to Florida. We like carpooled it with my parents. So it was like we had Mary's car, my car, and my parents took one car, and all four of us drove down to Florida together. And I don't know if I'm remembering this right, but I think we did it over 2 days. Oh, yep, yeah. Yep, we literally did it over 2 days. You can see our itinerary like right here. My mom made this insane itinerary. It was like so iconic. She wrote down like every gas station that we were gonna stop at and stuff, and where we were gonna meet up, because it would just like broke up the drive so nicely, and we weren't like overwhelmed or like stressed because we all knew we only had like 2 hours and then we were gonna stop, 2 hours and then we were gonna stop. So, but yeah, we moved down to Florida with all of our stuff in our car and our cat. And yeah, this image is so funny to me. We went to have dinner or something on one of our stops. We went to Cracker Barrel. And because we had our cat Porch with us, we couldn't eat inside the Cracker Barrel because like obviously we're not going to leave the cat in the car. So we went inside, like Mary like sat outside with Porch, and then I went inside the lobby and I was like, hi, Cracker Barrel person, can I please place a to-go order and pick it up right now and then eat it outside in the rocking chairs? And she was like, sure, I guess, like we don't have a patio like that, but sure. So we ordered like what we were gonna have for dinner. My parents ate inside, and as they should, but we just like placed the order, grabbed the food. I took it outside. We ate on like the checkers table, and we like picked up all the checkers and like moved them and like put them on the windowsill. Like you can kind of see them on the windowsill there. And then we ate dinner outside of the Cracker Barrel. And the main reason that this is funny to me is we had our cat like in our carrier right next to us. Like she was sitting in her carrier right there, and like we got out like a little thing of water and like dinner for her. So she was occupied. She was just like chilling in her carrier. And then all these people were like exiting the Cracker Barrel and like walking to their car, exiting the Cracker Barrel, walking to their car. And they would stop and like look inside the carrier. And I think like they were all expecting to see a dog, because every single time someone went, "Oh, a cat," like they had never seen a cat before in their lives. It was so funny. And like sometimes they'd be like, "Oh, like who do we have here? Like who's this guy?" And then they're like, "Oh, it's a cat." So that was really funny. Eventually, we finally got to the Florida Welcome Center and we got our orange juice. If you don't know, you can stop into the Florida Welcome Center and they have orange juice cups, like these little cute orange juice cups. And we actually bought our sunpass that day. Now, that is something I would recommend that you do if you are going down to Flamingocrossings and you're going to go start your DCP. Make sure that you get a sunpass and get the app, because then you can reload your toll thing in the app and it's great. So, highly recommend. Another note on the sunpass, I just want to say, shout out to sunpass. Shout out to whoever is maintaining the highway in Florida. That is probably one of the number one things that I miss about Florida the most to this day. We live in Ohio right now. The potholes are egregious. And before that, like we lived in Philadelphia. The Schuylkill like highway, I don't know if any of y'all have ever lived in Philadelphia. That highway is awful, horrible. It's like unpaved. Like it's like you're driving down a gravel dirt road at 70 miles an hour. Like my tires after living in Philadelphia, shredded. And can we talk about how there's toll roads up there too? Like we don't really have like a lot of toll roads like where I live right now, so I like wasn't really used to that. But when we went in Florida, I was like, oh, I see why we're paying tolls, because these highways are so nice. Like they're so smooth and like big and like open space, and like I never really felt like my car was getting like damaged like from driving on the highway. It was so nice, and like the lights were never burned out. Like there were like headlights, like street lights abundant like in Florida. It was so nice. Like, oh, I miss that so much. But then we moved to Philly and they have the Easy Pass, and like that's all like toll. What is that paying for exactly? I just want to know, what's the money going to? Because those highways are awful. Like nothing like the highways in Florida. Nothing. But like I feel like we pay more in like New England, and like their highways are horrible. What is that? Like someone explain that to me, because girl, they were bad. I don't think my car's ever recovered from living in Philly, actually. Okay, what's this footage? Oh, I think this is my check-in day footage. So we got there, we stayed at the Home 2 Suites at Flamingo Crossings. Love the Home 2 Suites. Shout out to the Home 2 Suites. This is my second time talking about the Home 2 Suites at Flamingo Crossings on this channel, and I will talk about it again because I love that hotel. It is chef's kiss. It is such a great hotel. Love it. And we stayed there because it was pet friendly, so our cat could come. That is my terrible, like, get ready with me, like, morning of, like, check-in day. I was trying to, like, channel these, like, all these other, like, YouTubers, like, check-in day videos I've seen. They had Mickey waffles at our hotel that we were staying at, and it was so funny. I have another core memory from this trip is my dad, like, woke up before us, and he texted, like, our family group chat, and he said, it was something like, breakfast is ready. They have Mickey waffles. God bless my dad. He is like, he doesn't like text a lot, I guess. And so he is always making like just the funniest like typos. He said, we have Mickey waffles. He put capital M-U-C-K-Y, Mickey waffles. Sounds gross, but I was excited. So yeah, I had my breakfast of Mickey waffles, and then I headed to Flamingo Crossings to check in. I was so excited. And honestly, I will say, like, I don't think I had enough time to like drink it in. I remember getting like dropped off. Like I think my parents like literally like let me out of the car or something. I don't even remember, to get out at like Flamingo Crossing. I think it was west. I literally don't know. Or no. It must have been east. I don't know. I don't even know. That's how much I don't remember. It must have been. It had to have been east because I'm pretty sure this clip is in like Apprentice Hall. Yeah, this is definitely east. But anyway, got dropped off, wandered in, and then I was like immediately in a line, which is like good for them for like being organized and like ready on like arrival day and everything. But I didn't have like my moment of like, oh, like, wow, like I'm here. Like I'm so excited. I literally was just like, I was there and then I was like, line, you're in line. And then the line was like moving and grooving. Like they were like, okay, now you're gonna go stand over here, and then you're gonna go line up in this line, and then this line is gonna go in here, and also like don't like film this or whatever, blah blah. I kind of did, I'm sorry. But then they were like, here, like scan this QR code and like take this survey, blah blah blah. And so I was like, oh my god. And I was also like so stressed that like I didn't have my barcode ready, or like I was like there at the wrong time. I have a lot of anxiety, and that like whole check-in process was like, it was rolling, and as it should have been, because they have a lot of people to get through. But anyways, so that was my first experience with Flamingo Crossings. We all like walked in, and then we got onto the Great Lawn, and then they kind of like herded us all over to the side. And I remember there was a big group of people who were standing in direct sunlight, but I had gotten there early enough that I was standing in the shade. And I felt so bad for everyone else that was like getting like sunburned like on the lawn. I was like, oh, that's awkward. But anyway, they like shoved us in this like unassuming side door of Apprentice Hall, and then we got into this big like conference room sort of, and then they immediately just started like playing us this video. And I don't even remember like what the video was. Like I was like so like, whoa, like I'm actually like following like my life stream. I have no idea what this video was. I feel like it was something like, welcome to the Disney College Program, but then I feel like it was also like, it was like a college like housing video of like, don't let strangers into your apartment, like make sure that you're not having parties, like, but like I don't even know. I literally don't know. I'm looking at this footage, some lady talking about acknowledgements. If anyone knows what that is, let me know. And then yeah, I remember I got this, it was like my parking pass, it was a map of the community, and then we all had to go upstairs in Apprentice Hall into this other like small conference room, and it was to get our like fingerprinting done, if I remember that correctly. It was like some sort of like background check or something like that. And that room is where I met one of my best friends ever. And okay, I'm using the word met loosely. I saw her for the first time. I saw her. She was like standing in front of me, and I noticed because she had this like back of the arm tattoo, and it was like so cool. It was like Gemini, like constellations, and I was like, whoa, like that's so cool. And I was like, that girl looks cool, like I hope I see her again. Probably not, because this is like thousands of people all coming here like at the same time, but I did notice, and I was like, wow, cool. And then we ended up being like best friends, and we're like still best friends, and it's great. And yeah, I like could not believe that she was at my work location after that, because I was like, what are the chances? But I remember also being like very insecure and like scared in that room. So shout out. But I just remember being around like a bunch of girls like my age or like younger, and I started to feel like really old because I was like doing the program like after I graduated college, and all these people were like young, and I was like, I felt weird. And then also because a lot of them had already been given like work information, and for some reason my location did not send that. Like they all had their training schedules, and I did not have my training schedule, and I was like so stressed because there were these girls in front of me, and they were like, did you get your training schedule? Like what day do you have training? What day are you getting your shoes? What day do you have to show up in costume, blah blah. And I was like, what are you even talking about? Like I haven't gotten any communication like from my location at all, which is like perfectly normal. It was all fine. So if that happens to you on day one and everyone else is walking around like, I have my training schedule, blah blah, you're good, you're fine. Like it's literally going to be fine. There's no way that they're gonna let you fail because they need you to work there. Like there's no way that they would leave you unaware of when your training schedule is. But yeah, so got fingerprinted. This next clip is my apartment. I was so lucky. I was so blessed. We had a corner apartment, and that was gorge because I had my own room. I was in what they call a 4x2, which meant that there were 4 people sharing 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And it was crazy because when we got there, this is also normal. If anyone is also experiencing this is normal. When we got there, a group had apparently moved out like a week before that, and except for one girl. So our apartment had 4 people living in it, and one of them was still there, and then only 2 of us moved in that day. So it was me and the girl that I linked with, Ayaka, shout out to Ayaka, and then Madison was like our weird like random leftover roommate, and she only had like a week left on her program, and so she was trying to like move out while we were trying to move in, and it was like so like funny and like awkward because like she had to give us her number because like obviously we were living like in the same apartment, but like we were only living together for a week. So like sometimes I think about Madison, I'm like, where are you now? Like, how's your life? Like, we lived together for like a short time, but like I don't know anything about you because we only lived together for like 5 days. But anyways, so we moved in. I will say this and I will shout this from the rooftops. Get a wagon. Bring a wagon from home. Bring a wagon from home. People are always like, oh, like Flamingo has the pink wagons that you can rent out or like check out like from like the community center. Everyone's gonna do that on check-in-day, babe. Like they're all going to, because obviously we all need carts. You should bring your own cart, possibly 2 carts, because then you won't have to rely on getting one and they might be like all gone and you don't want to be in that situation. So bring your own cart. They're really not that expensive and they come in so handy. Like I literally used that same cart earlier today to bring my groceries inside. So get a cart. But yeah, this apartment was so nice. Like I was so blessed to have like a 4x2. I think they're like rarer and rarer these days because they've opened Flamingo up to not just like CPs, but also like Disney internships. People live here too. And like some like Disney cast members, just like regular cast members, also live at Flamingo apparently. So I think it's super hard to get into a like 4x anything unless you have like medical accommodations. But do not forge those because that is not cool. We took a bunch of trips and we brought everything upstairs. I was living on the 4th floor in Jiminy, building 41. So I had like the very last building and I had a corner window and it was so nice because I could actually see my car like from my window. So shout out. We did have an elevator, but it was really slow. So just know that. I usually took the stairs most days. But yeah. That was move-in day, honestly. We were just like moving stuff in from then on. And then I'm pretty sure my parents and I got pizza. Like I think they got Domino's or something and we like chilled in the community center and ate it. And like, can we all talk about the scent of the community center? Why does it smell so good? And what is that scent? Because sometimes I will literally like wake up and I'll be like, I remember the smell of the community center at Flamingo Crossings. Like, y'all, like, what is that scent? Like, I need someone to tell me what is that scent. But yeah, we got moved in. It was kind of funny because me and Ayaka moved in, and then a week later Madison moved out, and then a week after that we got 2 new roommates. And I have many stories about those roommates, but I don't think I'm gonna tell them because yikes. But anyways, yeah, that was our like room situation. The other weird thing about our room situation was that me and Ayaka linked and then they didn't put us on the same side of the apartment. That was the one thing I was like kind of like, I was like actually mad about that because like, hello, like we linked. Like they put us in the same apartment, but they didn't put us like on the same side of the apartment. So like how it works is there's like 2 bedrooms, and then like 2 bathrooms. And so like I was sharing a bathroom with like not the person I linked with, which was like fine. It wasn't fine. She was like a hot mess, but we don't need to talk about that. But like I could have been sharing a bathroom with like a Yaka, which is like a person I linked with, which was like the reason that I linked with her, which was like live with her like on the same side of the apartment. Like I don't know, that was weird. And then after that, after we got all moved in, I think I took my first shower. I remember I took my first shower in the apartment and I was like so sweaty and gross from moving in and stuff because it was like August in Florida. We were moving. Don't recommend that. But I got us a like same day reservation at Whispering Canyon, which is like one of my family's favorite places to eat. And Mary, like my girlfriend, had never really been to Disney before. Like I think she went on like a band trip. So I was just like excited to like show her around, and I thought Whispering Canyon would be super fun. So I booked a Whispering Canyon resi, and I jumped in the shower, and then I got out, and then I started like organizing my bathroom, and then we went to Whispering Canyon.
There's a monorail.
In this clip, you're gonna hear me say, I told you they weren't there, or something like that. And I'm talking about the buffalo, because Wilderness Lodge used to have these like huge buffalo statues, and they took them away, and I don't know when they did, but that's what that was about.
I told you it's gone. It's been gone. I remarked on it once.
We bodied this meal. Like, we were so hungry after moving in all day. Like, oh my gosh, we bodied this. It was so good.
Look at all these rocks.
And then we did the stereotypical Disney College Program check-in-day thing, where we actually took the boat from Wilderness Lodge over to the Poly. Actually, no, we took it from Wilderness Lodge to Magic, and then from Magic to the Poly, because, you know, that's what you gotta do. And we saw the most beautiful sunset, and then we got Dole Whips, and then we watched, I was about to say Happily Ever After. It was Enchantment at the time. We watched Disney Enchantment at the beach, and I was low-key like, that was like one of the things that I was like disappointed about, I guess, like on my program, or like not even disappointed. Like, it's a great show. Like, I actually love Enchantment. I like quote it all the time. I think it's a beautiful show. And also I think because it was so limited edition, it really, really reminds me of my college program. So that's kind of why I love it. But I think it was one of those things where it wasn't going the way that I thought it was going to go. And the way that I had envisioned it in my head from when I was like a teen. Because when I was like 17, Happily Ever After like was the fireworks show. And like the thing to do in all these vlogs that I was watching was to go watch Happily Ever After from the beach. And so I went to the beach, but I wasn't watching Happily Ever After. I was watching a show that I'd never seen before, had zero like nostalgia for. I was just watching it like for the first time. And so I thought I was gonna go and like feel all these feelings and like cry and like remember watching the show from like when I was a kid, and now I'm here, like living here and working here. And like I thought I was gonna have that like emotional catharsis moment, and then I didn't have it. And like these are first world problems, I know, but I'm just trying to like get you into the mindset of like where I was at the time. But yeah, that's just like another thing to like think about, of like not everything is gonna be in your life exactly the way that you thought it was gonna be and the way that you planned it, but sometimes it turns out being even better than you could have ever imagined it being, and that's totally okay. Like, new experiences are okay, new experiences are great, new experiences are good, change is good. That was something that I really learned on this program. And yeah, I think that was pretty much it for this night. We ended up going back to the hotel, and then the next day we had Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party tickets, and it was so fun. Me and my parents got them. I think Mary was like unpacking or something at the time. But yeah, I unpacked in the morning, and then we ended up going to the Halloween party, and that was my first time ever at the Halloween party, so I was really happy about that. And then also they were doing this, like, I'm not sure if they still do it. I think they do, because they've like kind of like gone all in on Powerline lately, but they did this like brand new like Powerline like pre-parade like dance party thing, and it was so fun. Like, I'm obsessed with Goofy Movie. I'm obsessed with Powerline. Like, that was so iconic. I got a really cute t-shirt from Not So Scary Halloween Party, and I still wear it all the time. But I didn't realize it, but it glows in the dark. So shout out to that Halloween party t-shirt, because I remember when I was going to bed that night, like my mom was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, like it's my shirt. It's like literally glowing in the dark."
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
And then we met Mickey, and that was so sweet, and it was just such a great start to my college program, and I'm so happy that I was able to share it with my family, and that they were willing to like actually move in with me, and that was just so generous and so kind of them to take the time and like the energy to move down with me and help me unpack and stuff. I just thought that was so sweet.
Cool. Yeah. It's definitely not done. There's like a crate inside there.
What is it even gonna be like? What is this big dome? Look, see that right there? That's trapped.
Hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Vehicle bumping may occur. Vehicle motion will begin immediately.
And yeah, I think that's it for this episode. That was my moving to Florida check-in day and then second day in Florida. I think I'm gonna keep doing these. I might like intersperse a few other videos in between, but yeah, I think I'm gonna keep doing these. And again, I just want to stress that these clips were taken in 2022, so that's how check-in day was back in 2022. It's probably way different now. Not that this is like that much further on than that, but like honestly a lot was different about the 2022 college program. A lot has changed specifically, and I do think it's because of COVID, and I do think it's because of the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary celebrations that were happening in 2022. There was so much that was different that year, like enchantment, like all the like COVID restrictions, like the competitiveness of the program, just like the whole like program vibe, the application process. I would also say like people's possibility for being placed in certain roles kind of was different that year. Obviously my work location has since closed, shout out to the Star Cruiser, since 2022. So a lot has changed, a lot. And one of the biggest thing being the program celebration. I remember seeing recently in the Facebook groups that like they are not getting like a program celebration in the parks anymore. They're getting like at Flamingo like program celebrations, or they're getting like merch or like movie previews or something. And all my program celebrations were in the parks. So shout out to the DCP class of like 2022-23, because I think we were literally the last people to get a program celebration that was like Typhoon Lagoon after dark, and then we had Animal Kingdom after dark, and we had like all the free snacks and stuff, and that was so fun. So yeah, I will definitely be doing a lot more of these videos. Oh, also, oh my gosh, like Tron wasn't even built back then, and I'm pretty sure they still had the old narration on the People Mover, so that's really crazy. But anyway, I hope that you are enjoying this series. Let me know if I should stop or if you think it's boring, but I don't know. I also like wanted to become a Disney College Program like content creator so that I could create videos to look back on. And this is like the equivalent of me actually taking the photos out of like a random crumpled up bag and like putting them in the scrapbook. That's what I'm doing right now, but like with my memories and like my videos. So this is kind of a self-indulgent project, but I hope it resonates with you. I think the theme of this video is just like change is okay. You're allowed to follow your dreams. I will see you all next time. I hope that you all enjoyed watching.